Is it working? Oh my god. Oh my god, it works. 5 megabits up, it works. My Mediacom fixed the whole region was in fact screwed after all. Oh, people are already in chat thing. Hello. It frickin'... How do I put chat? Where did... There you go, YouTube. Oh, you're small. Why are you so small? Why are you pupper? There you go. There you go. Hey, Graphic and Kermit and Glassy. Alright, I don't know. I might just let you watch AbyssRium for a bit while I just enjoy the fact that I can stream. Say hi. What? Oh. Nox crashed. I can fix my internet, but I can't make Nox not crash. That's fine, though. Hello? Can you say hi for the people? No? He doesn't really talk when I pet. Yes? Why don't you say hi? Say hi. Say hi. Say hi, louder. Ugh. Parker's not interested in talking. He's just climbing on me. He did a little meh. You might have heard that, but it was quiet. Open this up. Parklesby, please. Please. Hey, Sam. Please. Oh, right, I forgot. Oh, sorry, you're on ultra high latency. That's not what it's called. But you're on the opposite of ultra low latency, so even though my internet is unscrewed, bolted, we'll call it. My internet is bolted. It is, yeah. Hello? Would you sit, please? Sorry, my cat is assisting to a great extent. Yeah, my internet is working now, which is fantabulous. So I guess I'll just set this thing up to do the exploit. Excuse you! How dare you? First of all, how dare you? Did I not turn that off? Oh, sorry. I think you hear my other game too. Let me... How do I do this again? I think what I can do... Hello? Hello? Yes? I'm doing things, Parker. Please. Let me do... this. Do not, please. Parklesby. Oh goodness, that's loud. Oh goodness, that is loud. Let me turn this down. I'm not prepared. I was just... Alright. That's better. Okay, you have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm fixing the audio on my end so I can play a game over here without you hearing it. I thought I opened you. Did I not open you? Psst. Hey, Revo. So yeah, just as a little update. So for a brief period, they had been telling people to give them like screenshots of the roses you lost in this game, and that was a really terrible idea because I mean, who the heck? Like, there's a bug that it deletes your roses, and so you got to message the devs on Facebook to have them fix it. And they had been asking people to send them like a picture of how many roses you had. It's like, you do. How do you expect to get a bug? Like, only scammers would have that. Like, that was the opposite of a good idea. But I think they realized that was a dumb idea, and they've just been giving people roses for asking. I mean, people who say they lost it. Hey, Raven and Alex. Yes, thank you. Rub your face all over my hands. This is very helpful. This is conducive to me playing video games. Thank you. Do you hear? He's rubbing his face on the mic. Do you hear that? I've asked this before and people said no, which I guess my shock mount is even more powerful than I had ever imagined, but I don't know. It looks all nice and doesn't buffer. Yeah, it's a shock for me too. Stream okay, check resolution. Oh, yeah, it's just because I'm streaming in 3.4 or 9.16 rather. YouTube doesn't like vertical streams. But this game is vertical, so you can deal with it, YouTube. Hey, Doc. Oh, you could hear the delicious Parker kisses. That's what that weird noise was. I have no idea what that sounds like. But that was just Parker rubbing his face and giving you delightful kisses. So give requests for what I should do with the tank, because I'm actually playing .hack.gu over here, which, by the way, I started that as a stream and I like wanted to do a stream of that. Well, I did one stream of it and I wanted to like stream the whole game or something, but because Mediacom left me on the hook for 3 weeks now with no like unacceptably low upload, I already completed the first 2 volumes and continuing now. I'm kind of past the biggest reveal in the whole series, at least the .hack.gu series, so streaming the start of the next game would be kind of dumb, so I don't know. I think I'm just gonna have to abandon streaming that, but, I don't know. Parky, please. Parklesby. Do not knock my thing on the floor. Hey, Doc, by the way, good to see you in your stream. I'm not sure I've seen you in chat before. Oh, hey, music. Oftentimes I don't hear Parker kiss the mic. I mean, I do have a shock mount, which is supposed to minimize... I mean, it's not supposed to minimize people touching the mic directly, but like little jostling. If it's Jimmy's get rustled, you're not supposed to hear it. Speaking of hearing it, I can hear Parker purr. Can you hear him purr? I can hear him purr, and I have headphones on. I guess it's probably mostly me feeling it, but yes. Oh yeah, GU is great. I've had a blast. Some of the complete 100% daily things are a little bit much, but I don't think any of those are required for the Platinum Trophy. Did you finish the Valentine's Day event? Depends on your definition. I haven't gotten 100% of things. So there's tiers of problems with this event. So number one thing, you need 100 pulls roughly. To get one of everything, or to get the pygmy whales, it's about 100. To get everything from last year, you're looking at more like 300, because the whale has like a less than 1% chance of appearing. Also, there's these expand items you can get, which all the way at the bottom here, they are pretty rare. And it's a shame because the Mimic Octopus is really great, and I would like more, but I don't... I mean, I could set the macro to do its thing, I guess. I guess I'll do that. Just for the purposes of being entertaining, question mark? Is that really entertaining, just watching the game open gacha prizes on its own? I don't really consider that, but yeah, whatever. We'll say it is. We'll say it is. Oh, did I forget to close the thing? I don't know if that's gonna work, but let me open the macro. Don't crash. Did you crash? Yeah, it crashed. Great. Good and great. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna let me do the macro. I've been streams before. I've been extremely shy. Just like I'm extremely shy myself, which might be weird considering I have a channel dedicated to me talking about things, and I don't know why I do that. This is a very poor choice of a hobby, frankly. I have no idea why I have it. I mean, it's fun, but it does not make sense for one of my shyness quota or whatever. So let me see if I can deal... Alright. Oh wait, I forgot. Open the macro. You gonna crash? It didn't crash before. Why now crash? Why this? Why this? Okay, I don't think... I'll try one last time. I'll try it before I open anything. But yeah, I don't think it wants to let me do the macro. Yeah, the Yeti crabs are cute, but I don't think... I don't think my body can take it. I don't think I can deal with... For one thing... Oh, crap. I just did a very stupid thing in the game I'm playing. I forgot to bring a party with me. So now I'm fighting one of the hardest bosses in the game alone. So that's cool. Alright, macro. Please. Please. No, it's... Okay, I can't do the macro. It just crashes now. I don't... One time it was fine every time I tried. And now it's not fine every time I try it. I don't understand. Parker, please. Hey, Rosen. Last year I didn't make anything after the pink jellyfish. Gosh, Wile, Sharon, Wile. Yeah, I had everything last year, so the Gashapon doesn't really have any kind of value for me, honestly. Please. Please? Okay. No, I don't know why I tried that. I tried the macro again. Surprise! It crashed. I don't understand what that is. It worked last stream, and it didn't work the stream before that. Maybe it would start if I did a full reboot, but that would obviously take down the stream. You are a fluffy boy. I'm sorry, I'm talking to my cat. You're also a fluffy boy, though, in your heart. Also, think your ISP is a customer of the content that works, so that's like it might be my fault somehow. How dare you? First of all, how dare you? It was something with the whole region. So, like, the whole neighborhood, like, owes me. Or they owe it to me to yell at Mediacom for me. But I fixed the whole neighborhood's internet, basically. Or at least I caused it to be fixed. Because my parents started getting better speeds too. That's actually how I knew it was fixed, because my parents have been testing like once a day, and all of a sudden it works today. I really wish they would speed up this loading thing, by the way. It seems trivial next to, you know, this stupid event, but startup time can be really, really annoying for these mobile games where you just like, you know, you open it up, you play for 3 minutes, and loading time takes like 1 minute. That's kind of a problem. There was an ad. Let me see if I can find this. It was in my Discord. They had an ad for the platypus, and they forgot to include a picture of the platypus. So it's just like nothing. Wow, it's nothing! Oh no. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Did we just get bitrate drop? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Mediacom, no! Mediacom, why? I just dropped. It says I didn't drop any frames, though. Wait, what just happened? Did you... it says I didn't drop any frames. I don't know... Whatever. I'll look at the log. Oh, man. I have to turn off this stupid, this delayed chat thing. Because you all react to a thing, like, a minute after it happens. And, like, the stream is back, and you're all like, oh, no. It's not your fault, I know. You're not telepathic. Mediacom heard you talk about the product, so they showed me. Yes. Little dips like that, though. That's kind of just streaming. But, like, persistent 100% downtime, that was real bad. I don't know, it's consistent, like, the consistent bitrate is high, so it's still annoying when it goes down to suddenly 0, but, believe it or not, this is still, like, a 100% improvement. Alright, skills. Parkleby, please. I cannot see. Oh, dang, this thing is hard. You know, I'll just do that thing later. Sorry, I'm talking about a game you can't see. This was ill-advised. I'm playing a different game over here. I just kind of wanted to do a test thing. You are a fluffy boy. Yes. Ow. Ow, those are teeth. No, the sweatshirt means you can bite. There you go. Ow. This is why we need Parker Cam. We're very close to Parker Cam on the Patreon, by the way. Once we get to $200 a month, I will get an official Parker Cam webcam thing, and we'll have Parker Cam on streams. Won't we? Won't we? Yes? He doesn't care. But yeah, we'll have Parker Cam. And we're 75% of the way there. We just need 50 more bucks. Ow. Ow! Jeez! Calm down, please. You're ridiculous. All the hidden fish are on the website guide. I don't feel like I'm in a good mood now, but ow, jeez. That's gonna leave a bruise. I don't understand how cats' teeth can, like, not break skin but still leave a bruise. Yes. Yes. How long am I going to stream? I have no idea. I was kind of just wanting to do it like a test thing to make sure it all worked. Oh, I forgot to turn it back to 60 FPS. Ah, tail! Would you... It's very good at putting his freaking tail in my mouth. Yeah, I can't change the bitrate. Or the FPS. That's another annoying thing about, like, if I have to change my bitrate or any crap like that, then I have to remember to undo it for the next stream. So, having to drop bitrates and all that stuff, it's annoying. Tell Parker I love him. I think he knows. He must understand the love because he likes to give kisses to the microphone. I wonder how long that drop was. Well, I don't understand that. It says I have 0% drop frame, so I don't know if it like dropped completely and if it resets the drop frame counter if it drops completely, which doesn't seem like a reasonable thing to do, frankly, but I don't know. So is anybody out there who else has beat or at least played .hack.GU or the original PS2 games? Par must know he is loved. What is the topic of the stream? My internet not sucking. Or sucking less, anyway. I just wanted to do a test stream and I had no idea what to do with it. Because, like, I mean, I could show you like my .hack progress, but like I would have to be careful to like avoid story things. Like I'm in the post game of .hack.GU volume 2 now, and I'm just kind of doing some grinding to figure out or to finish up some stuff before the start of the next one. What should we? Let's do a themed tank. What should we? So we did. I think we showed off Christmas and Halloween. So, it really bugs me that they put the stupid paid fish in the event tab. How dare they? Honestly, I hate this game now. Agreed, frankly. Any new info regarding the devs of the Idiots in Abyss Saga? No, they haven't posted anything new. They haven't, Abyss Saga is appropriate name. No, they haven't really, they haven't, like, apologized or, like, said, oh, we're gonna make the next event suck less. Or basically done their jobs in any way, shape, or form, frankly. They've always been bad at communication, and I've complained about this for a long time. And, like, it may seem trivial until there's, like, a crisis like this. And now, I think all of you who thought I was too harsh on the devs, like, I think you can probably see now that, yes, it does matter to have, you do actually need, you know, a little bit of customer service. You know, when you, these are people that have, like, 10 million customers, or at least, you know, 10 million installs, probably, like, you know, at least hundreds of thousands at, like, a bare minimum of active, like, daily, weekly players. Look at that bone whale hydra there. Hello? Mew mew. Yes. 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 Can you hear him? You're a noisy boy. He's always noisy when I don't want him to be noisy, and not noisy when I want him to be talkative for the camera. Yes! Why did they change the name? They changed the name because Cheetah Mobile bought them, and Cheetah Mobile has terrible taste, and they just make, like, casual trash games, like, they have some other games that are called, like, Tap Tap, you know, X, Tappy Game, Flappy Game, 200 Flappy 48, etc. That kind of crap. Speaking of Valentine's Day, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, if anybody else plays that, I make a guide for that on my site. And they did a big old update on Valentine's Day, coincidentally. There's just like one Valentine's Day item, but there's a bunch of other totally non-Valentine's related content they added. Well, not really a ton. They added the ability to change animals' clothes. They added some new... sometimes animals now request, like, flowers, like common flowers, as, like, things. So there's new little skits the animals perform, and you give them, like, potpourri or a bouquet or something. What else is there? Those are kind of the main ones. There's a new minigame that sucks. There's like a little slot machine thing they put at OK Motors, and it costs a crazy amount of money. It's like 1% of this event in AbyssRium, basically. Tappy Game, yes. Everyone loves to play Tappy Game. It's the best game. You see random items show up, like Lost Pouch. Oh, they do? Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. Yeah, I just played it for, like, you know, I went around and I did everybody's requests. Oh yeah, there's balloons now. There's balloons that pop up on the map, and you get little collected items from tapping on the balloons. I absolutely have to, at the end of the stream, I have to turn on that chat latency thing, because it made things work better when my internet sucked, but it is so annoying to have the stream or the chat not up to date. Because YouTube does have really good latency now, so like you'll get messages like at most like a couple seconds after it really happens, as opposed to right now, which is like 30 seconds. Pocket Camp broke for you? Huh. Mew. 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 What do you want? If he talks and you talk back, he almost always replies. So I always make sure to talk back. It's actually quite cute. On the beach, there's a random tree. Oh right, there's bells in some of the trees, so some things can just like randomly drop there. Huh. I'll have to check that out. Somebody probably left that as a question or as a comment on my guide. People are usually pretty good at pointing out info I'm missing. I just haven't. If you've sent messages to me on like any form of social network, I'm sorry, I will probably not get to them. I got over 600 YouTube comments within a week. I've had hundreds of like Reddit reply things, a bunch of stuff on Facebook, fairly few comments on my actual site. By the way, I don't know if it exactly means anything, but the traffic to my site is actually pretty low for this event relative to any other event in AbyssRium. I think a big part of that is just there's no hidden fish, so like, what's the point? But yeah, traffic, this event, it doesn't necessarily mean that not everybody is doing it, but traffic is definitely down. Tappy game. Yes. One of my major complaints about ACPC is Leaf tickets don't transfer. I think they just don't transfer if you change phone, or if you change operating systems. Like, I think the thing is that if you bought something on Android, like on iOS, they don't really have a record of that. I don't know. I've never changed phones, so it's since getting it anyway. I mean, there's still reasons to search it, though, even though there's not hidden fish. I mean, you'd be like, how is this event even remotely possible? He's looking at me like I'm possessed. What is your deal? He had his eyes, like, wide open, his ears back. Like, what is going on here? I don't know. I think it's only tickets that you purchase. I don't think it wipes all of them. I mean, I could be wrong. Has anybody changed phones? And no, I thought it was only Leaf tickets that you purchased with real money that you lost. I thought other, like, normal Leaf tickets you would just keep. Mew mew. Are you seeing the demons? Sometimes he just looks in a random direction. I can only assume he is seeing the demons. Oh shit. Is Parker my son? Yes. It's kind of weird though, the ones you ones have bought, not the ones you had. I mean, I don't know that for sure. I haven't tested it because I only have Nox and my phone. And they don't let you play the game in Nox app player. But I think it's just because, like, they can't be sure. Like, I don't know why they do it, honestly. I don't think I've ever seen another game do that. Nintendo is very, very untrusting and picky about their mobile stuff. If I hate AbyssRium, why still play it? Mostly just to show people how to exploit it, honestly. I have not actually played this since my last stream. And I only played this because this was my last set game to stream on YouTube. Like, I probably could have just streamed .hackgu, but I just figured I could just stream this and not actually interact with it. But yeah, I've effectively not actually played this, so I just exploited it to get the things, and then I left. And I only really exploited it, like, when I did my first, I did 4 spins legit for the platypus, and the 4th one, the first time I had ever gotten a fish, it was a heart angel fish, and I tried extremely hard not to swear because I was at work, and then I deleted the app from my phone. I just used the macro recorder in Nox app player. I think if you're on Android, especially if you have root, there's stuff that can do that, but I don't know. I really just recommend learning to use Nox app player if you can. So little gameplay in the event that lack of traffic makes sense. Yeah, it really does. And someone was accusing me of, like, being controversial for money. It's like, I have made so much less money from this event in terms of ad revenue. Like, this event screws me over too, if we're gonna talk it like that. So, no. That's not why. I do not enjoy being angry, like, all of the time because of terrible event. If you watch my content, like, I try to never be angry in videos and stuff, and I have a policy that, like, if I'm genuinely mad at a game, I will just stop recording. But yeah, I'm not one of those people that likes those sweet rage views. Or one of those people that just says dumb opinions, like the new extra credits videos, where they're like, loot boxes are actually good. I can't believe they did that on this week of all weeks. They decided to make a pro loot box video. Like, how... First of all, how dare you? Ugh. Just baffling. If there's any reason to be mad, I say go for it. If it's helped me get all the impression of this event. I have the one thing that keeps me going in this dumb garbage event is that a lot of people have been like, you know, your guides really helped, or like you really helped me actually understand what was going on at the stupid event, or you helped me get past the bull crap, or, you know, made me realize I should just delete the whole dang game, which I also support. I still do hope that they fix this stuff. I really can't just like assume that it will. So you gotta make your voice heard, or they won't change it. So, and I recommend, like, the number one thing that they want to do is for you to forget that this sucks, and to just keep watching ads and all of that stuff. So what you gotta do is don't forget, don't watch the ads, keep boycotting the in-app purchases. Just don't play the game at all if you don't want to, or if you think that'll help. And keep messaging the devs on Facebook. Tell them what sucks specifically. Don't just be like, oh, this event sucks. And a lot of people have been, like, shilling for the devs, and I think a lot of people are confused at, like, oh, why don't you like this event? I like the mimic octopus, and the reef is cool, so this event is good. It's like, but I wasn't complaining about the octopus. The fish are good. The reef thing is good, for the most part. I don't like that it, you know, tries to limit you and things. But, like, the fish are not the problem. The problem is them trying to exploit us for money. That is the problem. So, like, just because you like the fish in the event does not mean you like the event. The fish are honestly some of the best they've had for an event. There's not enough of them, in my opinion. But, like, it's, like, one of the best in terms of fish. By far the worst by, like, 20 times in terms of gameplay. It's, like, extremely bad. Yeah, Kermit happened for a second there. Oh yeah, a lot of people have been saying that this is fun because they're, like, clearly using the exploit, and they're like, I don't see what's the problem. You see, I've just been using the exploit and I got 50 fish yesterday. It's like, but that's the exploit. That is the exploit that we do because the event is unfun. If you think that the exploit makes the event unfun, or that if you think the exploit makes the event more fun, then you are agreeing that the base event is not fun. You are not, like, it's like, thank you for agreeing me, but you do not thanks for agreeing with me, but you do not realize that you agree with me. Like, dang. Like, there's been some really dumb stuff on Facebook. I mean, that's not a surprise, is it? But, I mean, usually the Facebook community for this game is fairly reasonable. But there's been some really dumb garbage on them Facebooks. And I don't understand. Humans were a mistake. Please revert the Earth to a version pre-humans. You can't even call it gameplay. Yeah, it is. It's just, or I mean, you're right. There's no gameplay. It's just waiting. Waiting is not gameplay. The sad thing is, this was like, I don't usually like mobile games, right? So, and I really like fish games, but they're never done well on mobile. Like, there's a lot of fish tank games on mobile, and most of them are really crappy. There's not much going on. You just gotta watch a bunch of ads. There's not really very cool fish. Graphically, they're usually pretty ugly. But then I play this one, and it's not very abusive in terms of free-to-play stuff. There's no gashapon at the start. It was surprisingly good. And then this happens, and this event is like everything I don't like about mobile games all crammed in, like, at maximum level. Like, this is probably worse in terms of gashapon than, like, games that are famous for being just plain old gashapon, like, that Fate Go thing. Frank Hotspot is now a meme. Yes, he is. There was this whale. He commented both on my guide, which I banned him for because I'm sorry. He thinks he's morally superior because he pays more money than we do in a mobile game. So he posted on my site that, like, oh, just you know, this event is really cheap and I pay all money in all mobile games. And he said that he pays several hundred a month in Clash of Clans and stuff to stay on top. And he says, I don't even like those games as much as AbyssRium, so it's good that they're exploiting us, because that lets me pay more money and show that I am superior to you. Because you filthy non-paying casuals. Because he's like, I honestly think he's genuinely upset that people that did not pay money get things that he can get. So he really wants the events to just be things where it shows off that, oh, I had money, so I got to complete this event. Because for some people, that is just their life. And that is really bad. I told him to get, like, I genuinely told him that he should get addiction counseling. I know he won't. I know he won't get help, but I hope he does. Because, like, there's some degree of, you know, if they want to get scammed, let them get scammed. But it's not always, like, you know, like, addiction is not something that, like, is really necessarily a personal failing. And it's just kind of sad. Filthy non-paying casuals, yeah. It was pretty bad. And then he posted another one on Facebook. But yeah, I banned him off from my site, and I said, just, you can't just post yours claiming your moral superiority because you pay more money. I don't need that on my site. And people were tearing into on Facebook. I didn't stick around. I do not dig the Facebook dramas. I don't dig any kind of drama. So I didn't stick around, but I did want to post and be like, wow, you really think you're morally superior because you paid more money than us? That's fascinating. Truly fascinating. There probably will be an Easter event. No event has not repeated, so I can only assume we will be getting one. The question is, will it suck? That's the $500,000 question. That will determine whether I continue working for the guide at all or not. If the next event is as bad as this one, I'll do like one video where I talk about why it's bad, and if there's an exploit, I'll talk about the exploit. But other than that, I'll just be done. Because yeah, if this is what the game's gonna be, I'm pretty much checked out. And it kind of sucks because I was just about to re-record my hidden fish video because I used my bad phone mic in that video and I hate it. And I missed like one fish. I missed the scribbled angelfish, and so I get a comment about that every couple weeks, even though it's the pinned comment and in the description, and I link to the guide. By the way, if there's ever a question you have after watching my video, check out the written guide. It's basically impossible to edit a YouTube video after it's uploaded. So I really, in terms of up-to-date information, the guide is always preferred. I don't even like video guides myself. It feels weird making them because I don't like watching them. The whole reason I made the AbyssRium site and guide, well, not the reason I made the site, but I made that because all of the stuff for Hidden Fish was videos, and I'm like, this is dumb. I don't want to have to watch this video every time I try to get a fish, so I just made my guide. I would recommend not having a Facebook. If I didn't have my Facebook page that I use for like my social media thing, I would just delete my Facebook. I just use my Facebook page basically like I use my Twitter, but only to post my articles and stuff and my videos. Did you know that young people under 18 and stuff are for the first time ever, like less than 50%, well, not first time ever obviously, but less than like 50% of young people in America have used Facebook in the last month. And that's great. I want Facebook to basically die, frankly. I'm glad that some of my friends, I can like theoretically talk to them, even though I never will talk to them. Because like honestly, I forget where I read this, but somebody said that like, oh, something that nobody ever tells you is that friendships kind of have a shelf life of about 10 years when you're an adult. And that's basically true. Hello? Yes. Yes. Because eventually it's just, at least for me, it's kind of like, oh, it's been 2 years since I talked to this guy. It would be really awkward if I talked to him now, so I don't think I will. And then it's like, oh, it's been 4 years since I talked to this guy. It would be even more awkward if I have talked to him now. So then you just kind of mutually don't talk because it would be weird. And it probably wouldn't actually be weird, but you think it would be, and that makes it weird, so yeah. Can't play games like Cash Games Star Wars Galaxy without spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to remain competitive. If that's a direct quote, by the way. Yeah, that is a direct quote from his post, isn't it? Because yeah, he was like, you need to pay hundreds of dollars to stay competitive, and he's like, he's fine with this. Like, normally that would be like, oh, these games suck because you have to spend hundreds of dollars, and it's not really competitive, it's just paying money to show off. But no, he's like, yep, I spend money to look cool in video games, I'm a cool guy. And I'm just like, wow, I genuinely feel sorry for your, like, existence. And yeah, it's a single player game about tapping fish. It's let people have fun. And it's so dumb because, like, in the old events, like, people would still buy. Like, that's the crazy thing. So, obviously, the whole point of this is to get more people to buy the $10 fish. So many people bought the $10 fish anyway because it let you get so many extra things. And they were good fish, and people just liked it. This was one of the least exploitative, just other than the $100 in-app purchases, which I don't support. But this was, like, one of the least exploitative mobile games, and I always really liked it because of that. And then they just decided that, nah, actually we do want to be exploitative. Seaport. I don't think I'll be playing much of anything mobile. I might make a little bit of a guide for Light Away. I really like that game, other than it's one of those prestige idle games. And I know that's most idle games, but I don't like prestige mechanics. It just feels like a treadmill that just never ends, which is all treadmills, but you know what I mean. Wouldn't be a very good treadmill if it did end. A Girl Adrift is weird because the events are totally possible, but the to get all items costs like $60. But you can totally do it. Like, usually that would be a sign that, like, oh, only whales are supposed to get these, but you can get like 1 or 2 items a day really easily, but you have to leave your phone on to farm in that game, which can be annoying. I stopped playing that game too. I pretty much stopped playing every mobile game, and I've just been playing more of my console and PC stuff. I am really behind on, I have a whole bunch of stuff I need to play, so I think I'm just going to take an extended hiatus from all of the mobile stuff, honestly. Yes! Yes! Yes, hello! You're a noisy boy! I guess the treadmill ends depending on how fast you are, but it's not supposed to. Did you hear the noisy boy? Mew, 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 mew. Yes. Yes. I also wonder if this, I wonder what the deal is, because they've had time exploits in the past and they fixed them. So I wonder why this happened, and I wonder if this is like something they can't fix. Like, I wonder if they continue to do events like this, if this is just going to be how they go, and like they can't fix it. Which I kind of hope is the case if they continue to go with this kind of event, which I hope they don't. That would be interesting. My cat is very concerned by your noisy son. Let Parker say meow. Frank seems like the type of dude to say the AbyssRium army thing and not be ironic about it. He seems very tough internet guy. But, like, not actually tough. Like, spends lots of internet money, man. I'm at 300 pulls and I haven't gotten a single pink whale shark. Oh, yeah, let me say, if you didn't get the event fish from last year, I would honestly not recommend trying to go for the Gashapon thing. Because, hey, it's a Gashapon, so what that means is that, yes, the average amount of pulls to get one of each seems to be about 300 to 400. It's a huge amount of time and a huge amount of roses. I really do hope that they fixed it. I really can't just assume that they will. It's a damn shame. And the devs are so bad with feedback. Like, they never engage with their community. Like, that's why I hope, like, a Western dev is involved with the Switch port. Because I know I'm generalizing here, but it's, you know... things are real, and I mean, different region companies act differently, but you know, large Korean and Japanese studios, they don't tend to go like scout out for feedback. Even like medium size, they don't like go out for feedback, especially in a different language. But Western studios are very good at engaging with their customers and stuff. And it's just a much more connected and personal thing. And I mean, to some extent, you know, they do that to, you know, to try to get you to spend more money. It's not necessarily, you know, entirely for your benefit, but it still results in a game that is so much more, you know, I don't know. You know, I don't know. It's like the game, they want the game to be for you, and it just feels more. That Frank is such a knobby seahorse, yes. But yeah, like, anytime I've covered, well, not anytime, but a lot of times that I've covered a Western indie game or mobile game, the developers will actually reach out. Like, when I made a video of Light Away, the devs actually reached out to me. I've never talked to them ever before. They actually reached out to me like a day or so after, talking about the video, and they're like, we're really glad for your feedback, and we're glad you enjoyed it, and let us know if you make anything else or whatever. And they offered some review code things, which I never accept those. Not for those games. I'll accept a game to review, but in-app purchase stuff makes me feel weird, like, because that's just like, that's not a game to review, that's like just like a gift, and it makes it harder for me to understand how frankly bad the game is when you haven't paid. So that's part of why I haven't paid for stuff in AbyssRium, just because I want to know how things are when you don't pay, because like that's who I'm making the guide for. Like, what kind of guide is it if it's just like, yeah, just spend $500, you'll be fine, you know? It's not really a guide. Anyway, I've gone a complete tangent and forget what I was originally talking about. So, oh yeah, the AbyssRium devs just, they need, I've said this for a long time, they need a proper community manager that speaks English and isn't a prick. Because their Facebook dude or lady, whatever they are, their Facebook person, entity, is not a good entity. They're very bad at their job. Like, they pulled this like, oh, you're rude to me, I be rude to you. It's like, no, that is not how PR works. That is extremely the opposite of how PR works. You cannot, under no circumstances can you do that. Like, that's petty on a personal level. That is beyond unacceptable at like a corporate level. Even for like an indie game, that would be unacceptable. For a game that pulls in millions of dollars and has millions of players, that is crazy unacceptable. Have I heard of GTA 5 stunting community? Vaguely. I'm kind of out of the whole GTA thing. Last Grand Theft Auto I played was honestly San Andreas. I'm not really too into the whole open world thing anymore. I really liked Horizon Zero Dawn, but I feel like that was made by a kindred soul who also doesn't like modern open world design and wanted it to be actually good. And especially the mobile, or the online stuff. Because it's got all of the mobile style, like, it has like loot boxes or stuff, doesn't it? I know it has like crazy microtransactions. I'm not entirely sure what they're for. But I know that every time GTA 5 is on sale, it's not actually on sale. They just give you more shark cash instead, along with the same purchase. I've been talking about Frank Lab. One of his quotes is, "We people who pay earn the right to enjoy the game." Yeah, like it might seem like we're nailing too much on this guy, but like if you read his post, it is like genuinely one of the worst, like non-offensive things that I have read. Like, it's awful. It's really awful. Like, I'm not kidding when I say that I'm completely sure he thinks he is a better human being than I am because he has spent more money in mobile games. Like, that's what makes him able to sleep at night. When I go to sleep at night, I take melatonin. When he goes to sleep at night, he looks at his credit card balance and it's negative 50,000, and he's like, "Aw, hell yeah, dude." Yeah, their Facebook person entity, their Facebook entity is very rude. They should purge their Facebook entity. Yeah, I offered to be like help them out with like localization and understand the community's issues and stuff. They completely ignored my email. They actually, I think they blocked me on Facebook because they leave a lot of people on red when you send them like a message and stuff. I don't even get left on red. It never shows that they've seen my messages anymore. Not since I told them off about the event. I didn't even swear, I don't think. Not that that matters. You can't, if you're community management or anything customer facing at all, you can't get mad because somebody swore at you. And like the thing that AbyssRium was super mad at, like it wasn't even somebody like, "How dare you, I hate you, fucker." It's like, I think he said something like, "Fuck this update, honestly, it is honestly trash," which is like so tame. That is something that somebody would tell like a McDonald's personnel if they like screwed up a burger. That is like, that's actually no, telling off a McDonald's person would be actually way ruder. Like they insulted the game, not even the person. Like that is baby tier PR stuff. I left them 3 messages, now they've been read, so they just gave up. I would not be surprised. Nabi Hospod. Agreed. Anthony. Words. Anthony. Oh, I have too many items in this game. This is a weird experience. I'm playing a completely different game than the one I'm streaming. And you can't hear it or see it in any way. I could have just switched over to .hackgu, but I figured people would... Since my last stream was AbyssRium, I figured I would just do that. Just as like a test. It said this update was fucking trash. Yeah, it said... Which is completely objectively true, frankly. Like... Even if he told the PR person to go fuck themselves, they still would not have had any right to react the way they did. A pissed off customer... For one thing, number one thing to know in PR... When the customer is pissed off, they're not pissed off at you. You can't take it personal because they're not mad at you. They're mad at the company or they're mad at the game, and they're usually reasonably angry. Like, if you were the PR person for a game that like lost 50 of somebody's dollars, they would be mad and they would have every right to be mad. And they might be a little rude to you, but you just kind of have to realize that, yeah, well, they're in a completely reasonable state to be mad, and they have every right to be mad, and you have no right to be a prick about that, so, yeah. Oh god, I just read Frank's post, and it's so awful. Is he shitposting? No, I'm so sorry. But he posted a very similar thing on my guide, and he's completely serious. It's amazing. You guys fuck up, this update is honestly trash. Yes, that's what it is. But yeah, he never even said fuck you or anything. He just said that they fucked up. But yeah, they got mad because they know they lost $10. Yeah, they know that everyone who messages them is somebody who didn't waste $10 in a dumb game. And it's like, this is like the one mobile game I would have been like, yeah, well, why not spend, $10? You get a cute little fish, you support the developers, and the developers, they made a good game, so why not give them some money? My policy in mobile games has always been, I spend what I think the devs earned. So, when I played Tiny Tower, I didn't even need any bucks anymore, because I'd kind of like mastered the game and I had figured out how to put people in their dream jobs. So I had basically infinite bucks. And I had a max-sized tower. I didn't need bucks, but I bought $5 worth of bucks just because I was like, hey, I really enjoyed this game. Have money, devs. And then Jetpack Joyride, I bought a bunch of coins or something, because I really liked the game and I didn't really need it. Will the issue be fixed soon? I don't know which issue you mean, but I have to say probably no. If you mean the event sucking, I honestly don't know if they're going to make the next event not suck. If you mean the issue where the roses get deleted, I assume they have to fix that before the event ends, or everybody's roses are going to get deleted. So I assume that will be fixed eventually, but it's not fixed yet. Frank Hospod is undoubtedly the president of Cheetah Mobile. His English is pretty, that's another thing. So a lot of people have been chilling for the devs on Facebook, and none of them know how to use paragraph breaks. I noticed that, a bunch of them are these really long screeds, and I don't know, maybe that's just how old people use Facebook. I don't know. I avoid Facebook. Most of my friends are on Twitter and stuff, so there's no option to, you know, if my friends talk like old people on Facebook, I don't know of this. But yeah, they all talk with like 50 paragraph screeds with absolutely no paragraph breaks, no line breaks of any kind. And it's just this unreadable garbage. It's like, I just look at it and I'm like, oh my god, I'm not reading that. It's like imagine a full page of a novel with no indentations or paragraph breaks. That's what it looks like when you open that post. It's, I just don't understand. Can I stream my shoot 'em ups from worst to best? I don't really tend to categorize things as like best or worst, and I have at least 100 shoot 'em ups, probably 200 or so. So that would take an extremely long time, so probably no. But I will probably stream some more shoot 'em ups at some point. I did want to stream Jinja Force. I have Jinja Force for 360, and I was hoping they would port that to PC, but they haven't yet. So I'll probably just stream that at some point. My friend messaged the devs on Facebook, they haven't replied in 4 days. That's actually the usual response time, is maybe 3 to 4 days from them. They're actually really bad at responding. Like I said, even before this event, they were bad at communicating. And people didn't think it was a big deal. And people like to pretend that it was just because they're bad at English. But the thing is, they don't respond to people in other languages either. They don't send the information at all. See, this game has issues like they don't tell us when events end. And that's not an English issue. Like, they don't tell Korean players when the event's going to end either. Like, their communication is bad. Yes, they're poor at English specifically, but the issue is they're not really trying to communicate in the first place. Like, if they were like, oh, event ends 5:31 days, yes. Like, that would be like, oh, that's kind of English, but thank you for, you know, telling me when the event ends. Like, it wouldn't really be a big problem. Like, I don't care if they... Honestly... If they just straight up used Google Translate, but they actually communicated with people, I would prefer that to the current situation. Am I ever going to stream Pocket Camp? Unfortunately, probably no, because the thing with Pocket Camp is I can't play it in Nox App Player, so I would have to stream it from my phone, and I would either have to use my crappy phone mic, or... Actually, no, I would basically have to do that, which, yeah, that would just be bad, unfortunately. I mostly just maintained the guide for that one and play it myself. Oh yeah, Neku Atsume, I don't... For one thing, it doesn't have cloud saves, which generally I won't even start a game that doesn't have cloud saves, because if I change phones and my progress is gone, I just can't deal with that. Like, that game is dead. And if I know a game is going to be dead to me, I'm just not going to play it. Plus, I didn't like how you can miss cats in that game. If you wait too long after feeding, the cat is gone and you don't get to like see them, and it just rubbed me the wrong way. Cause like I don't like when a game tells me no, you have to check this every 3 hours, like this game, like AbyssRium is trying to do. I don't like that. Like when it's like, oh, you get a reward for logging in once a day, that's fine. But like check in every 2 hours or we will kill your family. I'm not a big fan on that. Hello? Why do you like aggressively jump from across the room onto my desk? You could just hop up. Hello? But yeah, Averity is another game that did that. It was like a super chill game. You raise like succulents and in like a little pot. But they can die if you don't water them for like a day. Which I think is the exact opposite of a succulent, by the way. And like I just can't deal with that, because like if I don't play for a week, all of my stuff is dead. That sucks. And that's one of the things that always made me stop playing Animal Crossing. I'm so glad that with New Leaf, they kind of killed that. So like, do not kiss the mic, please. 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 But yeah, well, like when you would stop playing Animal Crossing, you get a bunch of weeds. And then when you log in, everyone's like, oh, where have you been? You haven't seen me for 15 weeks, Tap Tap. What did you do? Did you hate me? What have you done? What have I done to deserve this disgrace? And it just makes you feel bad. And then you close it and you don't want to play for a little bit. And then you open it up and the next time it's even worse. And then you just stop playing forever. Yes, hello? But yeah, I just don't like that. Though, but in New Leaf they fixed it so that if you set your town to perfect town, the what's it called? The policy or whatever, weeds don't grow, or they grow at an extremely slow rate, and your flowers never die, so it's great. The English was too flexual. Yeah, like the actual English in the guide, like in the app, like I would prefer if it did not exist, but it's not. It's kind of amusing as much as it is bad, but like when they have bad communication, that's not excusable. And you can't explain it just by the language barrier either. I played Viridia, used to forget about my plans for an average of a month, and it was fine. Huh. I think they might have added a feature where it like goes into stasis. But I think like I played, this was like before it released actually. I got a review copy, so it's entirely possible they removed that feature. Cause like, I mean, I think it was terrible. But yeah, it may not have that feature anymore. I haven't played it since. And this was on the Steam version too. I don't know if there's a difference between the mobile and Steam version. Oh, my clams already. My steamed clams. I can recite the entire steamed clam sketch by heart now. I've seen so many steamed hams memes. Did you hear his tail hit the keyboard? Oh hey, I can buy this thing. I have now maxed all skills except for the absolute worst one, the Nautilus one. Which I'll probably never max unless there's a way to get gems again. Supports are tap but not AbyssRium. Thank you. That's the way to be, in my opinion. I'm obviously biased about at least one of those, but yeah, this event sucks. So next stream, like I said, I probably won't be streaming .hackgu. I'll probably just finish that on my own. I do have Rhyme, but I think what I'm going to stream next, I kind of want to play Birthday's the Beginning again. If you haven't seen that, let me get you video, or not a video. If you like AbyssRium, I think you would like Birthday's the Beginning, actually. It is a PS4 and PC game, so you might not have the platform it's on, but it's this really neat, it's like a terrarium sim, but like, the whole world is the terrarium. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. So like, you basically raise the planet from single cellular life all the way to dinosaurs, all the way to humans, and you populate the seas and the earth, and it's really cool. I really loved streaming that, and there's a bunch of videos on my channel if you want to see it. Just search for Tap Birthday's the Beginning. I have, I think like I did 7 streams of that. I'll maybe play that tomorrow or something. Yeah, I really like that game, and it was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, I think there's a Switch version too. I don't know if it's any different. I probably won't get the Switch version because, you know, I already have it and I've already played so much of it. Be happy birthdays? Huh. What is the bug fix? The bug fix just removes the bug where if you purchase the polar bear thing on... if you purchase the polar bear in the Christmas event, you would get 2 roses per tap, and they just removed that. So obviously the game being generous is a bug, but all of the actual bugs, not bugs. Leave them in. How long have I had AbyssRium? Whatever, since like a day or 2 before the date on my AbyssRium guide, which is like August or something. Let me load it up. I published the guide like a day or 2 after playing the game. I was really like obsessed with it at the time. August 23rd, 2016. So August 20th at the very earliest is when I started playing it. Cause like I started looking for the hidden fish, and it was all just video stuff. And so I was like, you know, I'll have to write this down so I remember it anyway. So why not make a guide? I've ever played Survive. Like Metal Gear Survive, or is that like a game? I don't tend to like survival games, honestly. Love the aesthetic, but I don't like how it takes like everything. Yeah, the game, I mean, still looks great. It's just the core game is still good, but it's clear that the direction they're going in if they continue to go in it, is just not any fun gameplay-wise. And it's like, I've already seen all the fish. Like, I can't continue to play it just to be like, oh, look, that whale shark sure is a whale shark. Like, even without this abusive event, like, I only really played for new updates. So, if every new update is just going to be garbage, I don't need to be here. Oh yeah, just ignore the thing. If the platypus says it'll take over 3 hours, it's always safe to just tap complete now. And you won't spend any pearls, you'll just get the thing. I was confused when I saw it too, but trust me. Also, they finally added confirmations to the game, so it'll actually confirm before you spend pearls. So it's always safe. That was one of the most annoying things. I think it was the luck shell initially didn't have a confirmation. So you could accidentally, you're trying to like click out of it, but you accidentally click spend pearls, and there you go. Whole day's worth of pearls gone down the drain. That's the thing. They're in like a full-on major scale PR crisis, and they're not posting anything. They're not like, dang, we will listen to your feedbacks. I will feedback our team. Like, no, they're not posting anything. So like that indicates to me that they don't care, and they just hope this blows over and that everyone spends money. And that's why it's important to not spend money and not watch ads, because all they're watching right now is their revenue stats. I guarantee it. They're just like, nah, we don't care what players think. As long as the revenue stats bear out, it doesn't matter how many people hate us. The funny thing about the roses, it's so unfair for people who, well, I mean, that's not funny, but it's super unfair for people who haven't played the game before and don't have roses stockpiled. But what people have been doing is there's a bug that deletes your roses. So people just tell the devs that, oh, I lost 200,000 roses. Could you send those back? Because like the game said the event was ending, and they just send them over. Because I mean, they don't have a way to tell who's telling the truth or not, so they kind of have no choice. That's actually kind of the only good thing they've done in this event, is sending people the roses without really being jerks about it. But yeah, unfortunately, unless the revenue dips in a big way, I really don't see them changing it, because it's pretty clear they don't really care about maintaining like a long-term community or anything. And all of those people that already spent money and would continue to spend money in every new event, they don't care. They just want new people to keep wasting money. And like I said, as long as the revenue stats bear out in the short term, they don't care about the long term. Because I mean, once they were acquired, I already saw this coming. Maybe not quite this unsubtly, but they got acquired by Cheetah Mobile, who's like this big kind of nasty company in China that runs a bunch of frankly kind of low quality mobile games. Like, this game does not fit in their portfolio at all. It's really head and shoulders above the other stuff Cheetah Mobile does. So I was like, well, what's the scam here? And the scam was this event, apparently. So yeah, I kind of assumed that they're just gonna milk the game for all it's worth. Because I mean, new players see like, oh, this game looks really good and blah blah blah. Because I mean, the base game was good, and then they just make every event super exploitative to get the short-term money out as fast as they can, and they don't care about the community long term. So eventually, they'll just let the game die, and it sucks. But that's just kind of how companies like Cheetah Mobile operate. Because they tend like. It's one of those companies that they have that high churn rate where, you know, a game will only live for maybe a year, because they don't want to keep running a game that isn't profitable, and they don't want to try to make people stick around long term. So they maximize that short term. Again, that's the classic investment. That's why I don't like publicly traded companies and stuff, because investors, they don't care about, you know, a self-sustaining business. They want numbers that go up. And if your numbers don't go up, you got to change something. If your numbers are flat, no. It doesn't matter that you have like a respectable company that you could sit on your haunches and do well and everyone would be happy for years. No, you got to make the numbers go up. It's like Frank, whatever his butt is. Like, I'm sure the only thing in his entire life that matters is making numbers go up in a mobile game. And Cheetah Mobile is basically the same, but they're just looking at different numbers. damn champ been with AbyssRium. It's really good. Yeah, I pretty much have been too. I think it came out maybe a couple months before I started playing, but it definitely wasn't like giga popular until around when I started playing. I'm not trying to take credit or anything. I just heard about it fairly early. And there weren't really any guides before mine. Well, there were video things where people were like, oh, here's how to get the stuff. But there wasn't like dedicated sites and stuff that I saw. At least not in English. There probably were in other languages. Hospod, yes. Don't be such a hospod. How did I hear about it? I just saw a picture. I think it was one of my game dev friends on Twitter or something, but I just saw a picture of low poly fish and like an aquarium thing. I'm like, that looks awesome, and I played it. All my roses disappeared, they won't give them back. Keep messaging them. They took a break or something and stopped replying to like absolutely everyone. I think they just wanted people to shut up and go away. But they have been responding to people again, at least as of like a few hours ago. Somebody posted on Reddit, so I would just send it again. Frank Hotspot. I like that. Living shitpost. Medicom, no. Medicom. Okay, Medicom. Okay. I only dropped like 2 seconds worth of frames there. I'm watching the stream. This is mostly a test stream, which I think I titled it like test stream or something. Oh, I have too many items. You can't see the game I'm complaining at. I know. The sad thing is more people show up in my AbyssRium streams even when I'm not playing AbyssRium than I do in my normal stream when I'm like actually playing a game and engaging in the chat. I do promise everyone here who is watching only because I'm playing AbyssRium, take a peek next time I'm playing a non-AbyssRium game. I promise I'm still tap. I'm still here. The community is still cool. There's still some good reason to watch, in my opinion. I mean, you can ask Music. She's in most of my streams. Well, not most, but she's in a fair number of them. Nobody can be in every stream, but... Frank Tide Pod! Do not eat the Frank Tide Pod. The Frank Tide Pod challenge. Oh man, what even would the Frank Tide Pod challenge frickin' what's the word I'm looking for here? Wait, what? Oh, no, I need the other thing. What would that even entail? Frank Tide Pod is my favorite one. I don't usually kvetch as much in other games because they're actually good games that I like, which this game used to be, but friendship ended with AbyssRium. Now Birthday's the Beginning is my best friend. I'm happy to help. I do want to say I'm so happy to have helped and to chat with all of the the good players. If I leave the AbyssRium stuff, it's not because of y'all. It's not, you know. I really do wish I could continue to help in a way that does not benefit the devs. But the thing is, I've always known that my guides, they give more money to the devs. Like, more people read my guide, you know, blaze past my patron link, don't care, and then they go and buy the $10 in-app purchase fish. So many more people do that than actually, you know, directly support my content anyway. So I've always known they get a bit more money, and when the game was good, that wasn't really a big problem for me. But if the game's gonna be super exploitative, it's kind of untenable. Eat a Tide Pod for every $1,000 you spend in a mobile game. That's the Frank Tide Pod challenge. Oh man. There's a subreddit, by the way, There's a subreddit dedicated to forbidden snacks. It's exactly what you think. And there's this stuff called whipped soap that looks so unethically delicious. It's unethically delicious. It looks like delicious, like candy, like cake topping, icing, whatever you put on cakes. I'm not a bakeologist. Whipped soap. Like, it looks delicious. Like, it looks unreasonably good. Alright. Let me, this is like, let me be clear here. That's soap. That is soap. You will die. You will die if you eat this. This is soap. Why is it, why? Explain. Explain. There's even little sugar things on it. I'm sure it's some kind of like exfoliating garbage, but I mean, that should not look that delicious. That is inappropriate. Like, as a designer, that upsets me. Like, 'cause I'm into user experience design, and like, if you make a button that like launches nuclear missiles look really tempting to press, you've screwed up. So like, whoever designed that is unethical. I'm sorry. I'm sure it's part of like the aesthetic appeal, but like you should not see a thing that can kill you and be like, yeah, I want to eat that. And you can guarantee that some kid has eaten that. If it's not food, it should not look like food. My aunt, I have a reason to tell this story. My parents tell this story like every single Christmas. But my aunt got this like fruity body, like it was like shampoo or something. It had cranberries on the label. It looked nothing like a drink. It was like, it had like, you know, one of those shampoo pop open cap things. She drank a bit of it. And she like rushed straight to the bathroom. No, like, you know, did not die. Like, eating Tide Pods can actually kill you, so don't do it. But she's got some soap in her mouth, and they never stop making fun of that. But yeah, that was kind of on her, honestly, because that, I don't think it really looked like a drink. Like, have you ever seen a drink thing that had like a pop open cap, like a thing of, like, the closest thing I can imagine would be like a thing of barbecue sauce. Someone took a bite of the soap and Lush like it was cheese. What? You have cheese like soap? That's a new one on me too. I made everybody hungry by showing you soap. Yeah, there's a whole subreddit dedicated to some of that, and like a lot of it is just like silly and funny, but some of it is like genuinely, why does it look like that? What have you done? What, Parker? I'm sorry, there's only one Parker. You cannot have the Parker. I really like the like glowy bits of this this Halloween theme. Man, they went from such good events too. Like the last 3 events have been really good. I didn't like the anniversary event. I spent a little time complaining with the anniversary event. It was way too expensive. But this, whew, doggy. Wish I could super chat. There is super chat. I mean, the option is there. You also can sponsor. Nobody's sponsored yet, but once I get sponsors on my YouTube thing, I think it's like $4 a month. You get like a special name in chat, or like a badge on your name, and you can use special emojis, but 2 people have to sponsor to do the thing, and I usually just tell people to go to my Patreon, because that kind of has better payout rate, and it's just nice to do all that in one place. So like, but it's kind of a catch-22 because 2 people have to support it before I get the ability to have emotes. And I'm not sure what I would have for an emote. I think a Parker emote probably first. What is Super Chat? Super Chat is like a donation thing. It's basically just you send $3 and it promotes your chat post to like, it pins it for like a minute or so. It depends how much you spend, and it has like a different color. It's just like a fun way to send a donation and a chat message. And it like pins on the screen, and it shows up in the on-screen chat too. Oh, you don't have enough money. Oh, I understand. Yeah. I mean, it's not, you know, I totally understand not everybody has money to support Patreon or, you know, do whatever. And a lot of people that watch, you know, don't have jobs yet or, you know, under 18 or whatever. Hotspot emotes! There's no way I'm giving that guy an emote. There's no way I'm giving Frank Tide Pod an emote. Please calm, Lewis. I read the chat. I may not respond to every message because there's a lot of people, but like, just talk. Just, I think I put it in the chat thing, but like, be a person is my advice. Hello? If you just be a person and talk about the game at hand, I will respond because you'll be like, oh. Yes! Exactly, Parker. That's right. Yes. Yes. Also, if you've ever heard Parker, but you don't know what he looks like, I actually have tons of Parker videos on the channel, too. It's the fourth person to want a Frank Hotspot emoji. If enough people subscribe and say, or sponsor and say they want a hotspot emoji, I will make a Frank Tide Pod emoji. I hope I don't have to, though, but how do we do it on? I'm not sure what you mean. Yes, the boy is in fact back. Hello. What do you want? Barker does this thing where he mews, and then he starts to yawn, but he doesn't bother to stop meowing. So he just goes like, meow. Yes, like that. Yes. Yes. You don't see an option for it? I think to sponsor, you have to go to YouTube Gaming, unfortunately. I'll send you a link. I don't think it'll work, though, because YouTube breaks links in chat, and I don't know why. This has been a bug for like a month, and they haven't fixed it. But the stupid thing, so that's an annoying thing with YouTube Split between YouTube Gaming. So Super Chat button shows up on regular YouTube, and like YouTube Gaming is just a skin for regular YouTube. Like subscribing, like it's the same videos, it's the same people. It's a really nice UI. I like the idea of YouTube Gaming, but they treat it like they're two different sites sometimes, and they should not do that. You denying as a Frank Tide Pod emoji is more unethical this entire event. Do I use some sort of hack? No. I use the exploits that I show. Well, not many exploits, but anything that I do in the game, I have a video on. Yeah, the YouTube Gaming UI is really good. I just wish they need to have feature parity. That's really the main thing. If you can do a thing on YouTube Gaming, you should be able to do it in normal YouTube. Maybe it shouldn't be as, you know, prominent, but if you can sponsor my channel on YouTube Gaming, it needs to be able, you need to be able to do that on regular YouTube. Because most people watch on regular YouTube. If a feature is only on YouTube Gaming, it might as well not exist to a lot of people. And it's kind of, yeah. And it really sucks to be like, okay, so if you wanted to do this thing, you got to go to this different website. But trust me, it's the same website. But then you got to do this thing, and you got to do this other thing. It shouldn't be like that. I should just be like, okay, tap. There's a sponsor button over there. No, parity, with a T. Parity. Feature parody. This YouTube game is a feature parody of Twitch. Frank Amber. Frank Steamed Hams. Emoji ideas, Hotspot, PR Man, Samuel Ladder Rock, Holy Sea Dragon, Knobbly Seahorse, Parker the Good Boy. I figured Parker and Lewis, I already said something. Do not, if all you can do is post about how I need to talk to you, you're not gonna last long here. Gotta say that. Just curious, why do you stream on YouTube over Twitch? I have more people here, and I actually tried streaming exclusively on Twitch. I did not get more views. So like a lot of people are like, oh, you gotta stream on Twitch to get big. That's really only the case if you already have like a large following, or if you do something that's already really big on Twitch, like that has a big community but not many streamers, which is not really a thing that happen. It sucks. But yeah, like if you're not gonna stream LOL or like, you know, be a speedrunner for a popular game, I don't really think there's a big difference between YouTube and Twitch. It just matters what you're already on, honestly. You know, stream wherever you like, but I never saw any benefit from streaming on YouTube. And I did see benefit from only streaming on one site, so I just stream only on YouTube. Because, oh, you're being senpai, notice me. Oh, I'm not a big fan of that either, but okay. I don't understand why people are like, yes, notice me. Like, I understand that chatting is like a big appeal of the live stream, but like when it's clear that I'm talking to chat, I don't know why people are like, no, talk to me now. It's like, just join the convo. And I'm not trying to single you out or anything, because like this is a problem that happens like every stream. Who is Frank? Frank Hot Rod. At least 10% of this chat has just been taking down poor Frank Tide Pod. For every dollar that he has spent on a mobile game, we must burn him, apparently. Hold on, I needed to get a drink here. Oops. Be back in just a second here. Alright, I'm back. Hello. Oh, there's a Frank Tide Pod meme in my Discord. What luck? There's a meme in my beard. Hello? Hello? Yes? Excuse? Yes. What luck? There's a French fry caught in my beard. Oh man, if you've never seen The Critic, I love that show. It's only 3 seasons too, so hold on. Let me make sure I don't save these in the wrong folder. Alright, how do I... Parky, please. I'm trying to do the memes, Parker. Please. Tail. Tail! Get your tail out of my face. Hold on. And here's Tide Pods. Oh, that's not Tide Pods. It's very similar to Tide Pods, but not in the way I meant to show you. Haas Pods. Delicious. These are posted by Mr. Rosen in my the Discord chat. Which, by the way, if you want to join the Discord, it's sirtaptap.com/Discord. I'll toss a link in the chat, but again, it might be broken because YouTube breaks links. I don't know why. Like, the URL is correct, but it just doesn't work. I don't understand. Frank Hootenanny. That the one animated show about the guy who reviews films. Yes! It's the one with, like, the Simpsons-esque... Well, not quite Simpsons-esque, but, like... Was it... Were any Simpsons writers involved? Because there was a crossover episode. That's actually how I learned about it. Real isopod hours. Do I have anything on how to get roses faster? Honestly, people have just been telling the devs that they lost roses, so the devs send them roses. I'm not going to say that that's ethical, but I'm also not going to say that it's not ethical. So, use that information how you choose. Parker used Tail Whip. It is very effective. Yeah, a lot of people have just gotten the devs to send them roses, and it's like, you know what? That kind of works. Everyone wants the Frank Tide Pods. Oh yeah, the coral thing have really low drop rates. I would really recommend considering the event done once you have the pygmy whales. Because getting even just one of each of the event corals, the expand versions, seems like it's probably going to take you a minimum of like 200 pulls is what it took for me. And getting all of them, I would guess several hundred. So it's really not worth it. Because the thing is, since the duplicates are removed, but the 2017 fish are never removed, you basically keep getting worse and worse odds every single time you get a new thing. So it just gets really bad. I know YouTube was removed the ability to post link in the description to direct traffic. But why does it turn them into links? Like, why? If they didn't want me to be able to link, like, for one thing, normal, like, only mods and me can even post chat or links in chat. And if they wanted to, they could just make them not clickable links. But why make them clickable but make it break? So it's got to be a bug. Yeah, that was Mr. Rosen there. He's the one responsible for the Frank Tide Pod image. I forget who exactly brought up Frank Tide Pods. Is there any way to cheat on the lucky spin? No, unfortunately. People used to reload cloud save, but I think it automatically cloud saves now. I would just recommend, my recommended way of cheating the luck shell is to never use the luck shell. That's my cheat. That's my elite hacks. Because anything Gashapon is inherently terrible. I actually have a guide on my site, which again, I'm going to spend... I'm going to send you a link that's probably not going to work because YouTube is dumb for some reason lately. I wrote an article on how to make Gashapon / loot boxes suck less. And just search tap loot boxes or something, and you'll probably find it on Google. I will send a link, but it probably won't work. The thing is, when you click the link, let me just try this. Yeah, it goes to the 404 page, but the URL is correct. Like, I don't know if it's escaping some messages, or letters or something. I don't know. But yeah, whatever. Do you think there will be a spring event? Yeah, they haven't they haven't missed any repeats yet. So until they do or announce they will, I would assume that all of them will repeat. But yeah, the luck shell odds are really bad. Oh, speaking of, the game is currently illegal in China because they don't list the odds for this event, which they never did for the luck shell until Apple made them. But they're technically in trouble with Apple too. By the way, you can get a refund if you buy the stupid platypus, which don't buy it. But if you did buy it, you can get a refund for like any reason on the App Store, and if it's within 48 hours on the Google Store. Google Store is much more stingy with the refunds. Frank Gashapon. It's getting we're getting a little far from the actual puns, but I love how the whales just swim like this hydra. There's no attempt made to spread them out at all. That's what I was really surprised the excuse me, the whatchamabutts, the crocodiles, they kind of spread out decently. I really like how the crocodiles look if you get a swarm of them. Yeah, to anybody who's watching, I said this before, but if you don't usually watch my non-AbyssRium streams, try one out. I'm not gonna, you know, police like what you're allowed to see and don't see, but I think you would enjoy it just because you don't, you know the game I'm playing. You know, I will explain the game that I'm playing. I'll show you what it's all about. Yeah, all of my non-AbyssRium streams are pretty chill too, and yeah, that's right, Parker. I think even if you're not familiar with the game, you might be interested in checking them out. Gashapod. Hello. How many pearls do I have? I don't know. I have this many pearls. Oh, that doesn't show. I have that many pearls. Not particularly many. I don't really do the daily mission thing. I don't recommend doing it at all anymore because it because of the whole situation with, you know, don't watch ads is what I'm trying to say here. Because that pays the devs. And if the devs, I don't think the devs will listen unless their revenue drops. So you gotta be sure, like, spread the word. For number one thing, spread the word. Share the videos and stuff where I explain the problems or the posts or whatever. Tell people what's going on. Don't spend money in the game. Avoid the ads and all that stuff. If I post any Earthbound videos, not Earthbound exactly. I did think about streaming that. There are some games that I played that you might be interested if you like Earthbound, though. Off by Mortis Ghost seems very Earthbound inspired and has some very good vibes of it. It was a really fantastic game. You can just search, if you want to see any game that I played, just search Sir Tap Tap and then the game's name and you'll find it really easy. But yeah, the Off Let's Play and the One Shot. One Shot's not really an RPG, but I still think you'd probably enjoy that. Oh yeah, Off is fantastic. I actually just posted an article on my site. Stream is behind the sound. I'm not sure what you mean. If you mean the chat is, that's just how delay works. I'm not using the low latency thing because I forgot to turn that on. So yeah, the stream is delayed by like 30 seconds. I did a full playthrough of Off. It's fantastic. I came with the game before they knows it's Mother 4. Oh, did they change on that name? But yeah, I did a full playthrough of Off. I apologize in advance for the first video. I didn't know how the font thing worked, but trust me, I fixed it and I don't spend the whole thing complaining about the font. I actually streamed a little bit of Off as well after that. That's right, Parker. Yes. You have such a fluffy belly. Twitter says coming soon. Hey, Gaby. Yes, you're a fluffy boy. Yes. Oops. Oh, there we go. Yeah, One Shot's great too, though. If that Mother 4 game thing comes out, I'll probably play that, but I do have Earthbound, and I guess I could show Mother 3 too. The thing about RPGs is they take a really long time to stream, and for an upload, I think a stream for an RPG might be okay. Like I've done them before, but it's just hard to dedicate that amount of time when I have so many games to play and stuff. Mission's Facebook rating down. Yeah, the problem is if the thing doesn't, there's so many past reviews. It's hard to change. Like you need to be able to change, like see the recent ones to really Like, if you see the recent reviews, they're, like, all negative. Give us Parker Cam. Parker Cam, if you want Parker Cam, I'm only $50 down on Patreon. We're really close to the Parker Cam goal. I genuinely will do the Parker Cam. Also, if you donate on Patreon, I'm beta testing a feature where you'll get ad-free a login on my site that's ad-free. So you can view the AbyssRium's guide and stuff without any ads. I think I'm probably going to make that a $2 a month Patreon goal, because it's a little bit more work. And my $1 thing already has quite a few benefits. Oh, I used to love AbyssRium. It's the core of the game was great, but they have made it very clear that they do not want us to play the game. So, yeah. I kind of wish I could just use the chat in Discord instead, because, like, I have better control over the Discord thing, and you can actually post links in the Discord. Which I think that's kind of a thing you can do. Like, you could stream, like, just the Discord chat, but then people who join the stream on YouTube, you know, they'd have to join the Discord to do that, so I wouldn't actually do that, but it would be neat. But yeah, if my Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/SirTapTap. My $200 goal is Parker Cam, and we're at 150, so it's not really very far off. I'm not really sure what to make a goal after Parker Cam. I want to make a goal like every $100 or so, you know, we don't lose steam and, like, you know, it's not like, oh, what's there to donate for? But I'll think of that when we come to it. Yeah, Discord, I've been mostly impressed with Discord. They're a little bit bad. We had some this is awkward to explain, but, like, actual white supremacist brigaders that just freaking would come in and spam, you know, the sort of things you would expect from white supremacists. And they haven't been around in a long time, but Discord's tools are pretty bad at dealing with that. And it's like, why can't I know where these people are coming from? Why can't I just, like, preemptively ban people who have been banned for, like, brigading other chats? Because, I mean, I know these people have, like, brigaded dozens of other servers and gotten banned in, like, all of them. Why can't it just, like, raise a red flag that, like, hey, this guy has been banned in, like, 20 servers, and here's the messages that he got banned for. Do you want this guy who screams white pride and posts pictures of Hitler and dead bodies in your chat? And I'd be like, no. Like, that would be useful. Or if I could know that, like, somebody joined because of a link in, like, Hitler did nothing wrong.txt server, like, that would be useful. You are now a legend for the creation of Frank Tide Pod. Yes, thank you so much for giving me the Frank Tide Pod. What do I dislike about this update? Everything? I mean, it's on my site. I don't really care to explain it again. The awfulness of this update has consumed my last entire week, so I'm not really up to talk about it anymore. If you just go to my site, my mini guide kind of lays out most of it. There's also, it's the pinned post on the AbyssRium subreddit. Look for a mod post by me, titled, like, Valentine's Day Disaster or something, that outlines, there's like a 20 bullet points of problems with the event, and they've addressed 2 of them. So yeah. There's a new meme in the AbyssRium channel. Oh boy. Oh boy, Parker. Oh boy. Oh my god! These people are gonna kill me. Hold on. This is beautiful. Oh, this vertical orientation is not really designed for memes. Amazing. Wow. The problem with this is I have to wait like 30 seconds for chat to start, like, noticing. I have so many memes in my OBS layout now. There we go. Cleaned out the meme stream. I'm just waiting for chat to actually get that. I'm changing us back. I'm so glad to have this internet, like, to be able to stream again, by the way. Perfect, yeah. It's beautiful, isn't it? If I get silent, I'm doing things in my other game over here. I have a bunch of crap I need to sell. Oh, I don't really post stuff on... Oh, no. No, give me that back. Wait, what? Guild shop. Oh, there we go. Sorry, like I said, I'm playing a different game that you can't see. No, I don't really post... I post some stuff to Instagram, but I don't really submit it to the thing or anything. To the contest. I have met somebody... Well, somebody emailed me who didn't get the reward, and it just took like a few days for it to process. Frank Skyrim mod. Are we Todd? Have we devolved into Todd posting already? Todd posting in my own stream. What have we done? Oh, I see. I'm still playing .hack GU Volume 2. I'm trying to, like, not 100%, but I'm trying to finish up some stuff that I'm pretty close to completing before I start the next thing. I just have a ton of equipment that I don't really need. I really like the remaster. They did make it a bit easy in the remaster for PS4. I'm sure it makes it a bit easier for people to get into, and I do like that they changed the speed to make it faster in general, but especially as somebody who already beat it, it is a little on the easy side. Frank Isotope. Is there more memes? Amazing. Frank Hot Rod. Beauteous. I just can't imagine going on Facebook with, like, my allegedly real name and be like, yeah, you know what? Defending exploitative mobile games is the best thing that I could possibly do. See, Leslie? You people and your fancy fonts. You're not even fancy fonts, but your fancy Unicodes. The plate on the car was great. Yeah, my AbyssRium thing has been there's been a lot of predictably there's been a lot of discussion on the thing. The thing. I'm so good at describing things while I'm playing a different game and not able to talk. But yeah, the AbyssRium channel's really grown a lot. Frank Hot Rod. The entire AbyssRium channel is just Frank Tide Pod memes. Professor Dumplepot. I just want a Tide Pod emoji that's just Frank Tide Pod. And it costs $500 a month to use it. If you haven't seen that guy's post, like, I don't recommend reading it, but I do recommend reading it to see, like, how bad it is. Like, you may need to wear protective goggles and be prepared to look away at any moment because it can cause serious damage to the human brainstem. Oh yeah, the saltwater salt mines is what I renamed the AbyssRium channel's description thing to. Because we had nothing to talk about but how bad the update was and how to exploit it. I am very proud of how quickly we managed to exploit this, though. We really took this event apart. It's so awful it physically hurt me. I agreed. I wouldn't normally ban somebody for disagreeing, but like that was beyond disagreeing. Like that was like, I'm a good person because I've thrown money into a trash fire. And I think I'm superior because of this. It's like, that did not need to be on my site. Like, that is my site. You don't have any inherent right to post on my site. So, yeah. I bet Frank is a Logan Pauler. I would not be surprised, honestly. Oh, man. I can't even, his new video, like, I don't even want to talk about that clown. I don't even want to know he exists. But, like, to do the thing. Frank Arthropod. This AbyssRium chat is so good right now. I do almost miss when I streamed on what was it called? When I streamed on Beam, or now it's Mixer, but when I streamed there, it was possible for people to post images, and that was potentially very dangerous, but it could be amusing. Frank Arthropod is good. All the paid fish in AbyssRium at the same price and money. Didn't matter which fish would I buy first. At the moment, I wouldn't buy any of them because I don't want to support the devs when they make an exploitative event like this. Ignoring all of that, I only really want the bunny. I almost bought it when they brought it back, but then they unbrought it back and it's gone, and I just hate time limited stuff, and so now I just can't buy it, so I won't buy it, and that's just kind of discourages me from buying anything in general. So I don't. I've only bought one thing. I bought the black and white clownfish, and I asked for a refund on Google Play, but they said it'd been too long or whatever. You banned Frank Hospod, the one person who earned the right to play the game? The man, the meme, the legend himself. I'm sorry. I banned a living meme from my websites. And then after I banned him, this might have been a different person, but I got a different post from somebody, not the same name, but it was the exact same format. And they posted almost immediately after I banned Frank Tidepod, and there were no paragraph breaks or line breaks of any kind. So I'm like 60% sure that was them. And it was a really bad post, so I just banned them as well. Like, I'm fairly sure it was like, you know, if it wasn't him, it was like his wife or something, or I don't know. It was another crazy person. I don't really care who it was. It was a bad post. It wasn't as bad as Frank Tidepod's post, but it was not very good, and I was not in the mood. Hey, Moises. Happy to have helped. This event truly sucks without that exploit, so yeah. Though unfortunately, if you don't have roses, it still sucks with the exploit, but you can just kind of ask the devs for roses. I'll probably stop streaming here in a bit. 2 hours for a test stream for one thing, but 2 hours for a weekday stream is already fairly up there. I'm gonna probably stream Birthday's the beginning tomorrow, but Oh, true. If he had a wife, I mean, he might have to spend things on something that isn't a mobile game, so I would assume that's not kosher. I think we're getting a bit far from being accurate puns here. Frank Tide Pod is still my favorite. For the record, I think the Tide Pod challenge thing and stuff is terrible, but I think as a meme itself, I didn't really see the problem with it. Like honestly, the drinking bleach meme was way more popular and a lot closer to being offensive. Because, like, eating Tide Pods, the joke isn't necessarily, like, it's not really a complicated joke. It's this looks like candy, but it is poison. And the joke is that I would not actually eat it because it is poison. You can make a glitch with Rose Watch. The problem with that, I mean, you can do that, but I would strongly suggest boycotting the game and the ads. So if you give them ad money, they'll think the event is doing okay. So I would really recommend, if you just really need the roses, I don't have any moral qualms with just telling the devs that you lost roses. Make a Frank memes compilation. Should we have this as an emote? Oh my god. I don't think this would look good. I think this is too detailed for an emote. But Mr. Rosen just posted this. If we could have this as an emote in Discord. I'll see what it looks like, I guess. But my guess would be that it would not look anything like that at emote size. Does Parker is flexual? The flexual. I love, like, what were they even going for with flexual? I do not even. I can't even. Wait, where did you go? Oh, there you are. I feel weird talking about a game. Well, not even talking, but reacting to a game that you can't see. I only did this because this is a test stream. I don't. Just plaster the thumbnail for the VOD with memes. I probably will. I probably will put Tide Pod, Frank Tide Pod all over. How do I ask the devs? Message them on Facebook. Facebook.com/AbyssSaga. Again, I'm going to post a link to chat, and Facebook is probably going to, or not, YouTube is probably going to break the link. But yeah, just Facebook.com/AbyssSaga. 3 S's. And just, people just tell them. There's posts on Reddit where people have asked, like, oh hey, I got the bug that deleted my roses. Can I have 1,000 roses back? You got over 1B roses? Really? That's like 1 million roses. Yeah, people just get them. Like, with an event like this, I have no problem. You know, scamming is wrong, but when they scam you first, honestly, I mean, it's even what the devs post. The devs supposed to, like, oh, if you're rude to us, then we're gonna be rude to you. So I mean, obviously, I think they support. I think they support it that you would kind of try to scam them back. You could email them too. If you go to the gear menu in game, there's an email. Just tap support or something. You can just send them an email. They respond a lot slower to email, so I would recommend Facebook if it's an option. But if it's not, you can just send an email. Yeah, I'm gonna bug somebody on at YouTube about that. One of the best things about YouTube gaming, honestly, there are actual human beings that you can talk to that work on the product. I don't know if that's actually the case on regular YouTube. Like, I'm told that Susan is like a real meat human being and that humans work at YouTube, but I can't verify this situation. But YouTube gaming, there are actual people that you can talk to, so that's nice. Don't think I've ever gotten a response to email. Yeah, I would strongly recommend the Facebook thing if it's an option, but the people have gotten responses from the Facebook or from the email, but it's a lot lower chance. I'm afraid everyone's done what they wanted, forgotten. Yeah, the main thing though is not just yelling at them, but do yell at them. Like, politely. Don't like yell, but like send them a strongly worded letter to your local congressman. But the most important thing is to not watch the ads and stuff, and reduce the revenue and let people spread the word. Like a lot of people, because like they're counting on a lot of people aren't active on Facebook or YouTube or all that stuff. So they're counting on a lot of less active people being suckered into it and not thinking they have a choice. So spreading the word can help a lot. What is my favorite fish? I'm a big fan of the bunny sea slug, I guess. As far as like real fish. I really like rabbits in general. I'm getting a bit tired, and I'm just playing another game over here anyway. I fell asleep at like midnight. It's been a little bit stressful week, and I made the most brilliant choice of I'm trying like a semi-diet. I'm trying to get rid of pop and snacks at work, so I bought a bunch of V8 and rice cakes. I'm trying to force myself to only eat that for snacks and stuff, which obviously going on an even partial diet while you're already super stressed is a brilliant idea. It will definitely not be frustrating, but it hasn't been too bad. I actually like the taste of the V8 stuff. I'm trying to... I can't decide if I like the low sodium or the regular stuff better. Like, I wish there was like a semi-low sodium, because like the sodium, the regular stuff, like you can taste there's a little bit too much salt in there. But the low sodium is a little bit too low. Are you going through sugar withdrawal? Not yet. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've had a headache for like the last week, so if I have, I probably wouldn't even be able to notice. See you, Nick. But yeah, I'll probably stream tomorrow. Some birthdays the beginning. I would like to stream .hackgu, but the problem is I don't know what I would do, because like you've missed the whole second game and a lot of important stuff for the first game, and like I don't want to just show you cutscenes from the two, and like there would be a lot of cutscenes to be seen. So I don't know. To play soda with V8 is quite a shift. I just kind of need like a thing to drink, honestly. I don't think it's really... I've been drinking coffee as well at work. I kind of want to get rid of the caffeine in general, but I figured it'd be easier to get rid of the pop first, then go for the other stuff. V8 fusion fish. No, it's just straight V8. I figured why bother with the fruit juice stuff. Like I'll just drink orange juice if that's what I want. But no, I just got the vegetable stuff. I actually like it. It's pretty good. I just, like I said, I wish you could get the low sodium stuff, but with just a bit more sodium. Cause like, I don't know. Frank cleared bleach. I think we've gone pretty far. I don't even remember his name. He's just Frank Tide Pod to me. Oh, clams. We got steamed clams. There we go. There's the Aurora Borealis. I've watched so many of those videos. So many of those steamed hams thing. When I go to the front page of YouTube, it's just 100%. Frank Tide Pod event fish. I would purchase that. Hospod, that's right. It's so close to Tide Pod, it's perfect. They cost $200 to get. That would be about what I would expect for a Frank Tide Pod fish. The Facebook discussions on this game are so hostile and crazy and stuff, by the way. Somebody said I was a traitor. And it's like, I have been told in the same breath that I am a traitor and that I'm taking the game too seriously by like different people, but like, so like not in the same breath, but in the same like general discussion. People are telling me that I am a traitor and I have betrayed the holy like death Satan of Tap Tap Fish, and also that I'm taking it too seriously and that being exploited for hundreds of dollars is completely normal and it's fine. So I hate that whole isn't that serious. The thing is, this is a game that makes millions of dollars. It can't possibly not be serious, frankly. It's, you know, it's a game, but like it's a commercial product made by a large number of people that a large number of people play, and like, yes, like it's no less of a big deal than like, you know, McDonald's like screwing something up and a lot of people having their money lost or something, or like that Coinbase thing. Coinbase. So I've rarely ran about how terrible cryptocurrencies and stuff are on channel here, but Coinbase like accidentally lost a bunch of people's money, or like they accidentally recharged a bunch of people. They have like repeating transactions that are not supposed to be repeating. Oh hey Amnesia, thanks for the $5. That's what a super chat is, by the way. Somebody asked earlier. So it shows up. You actually missed the boy if you're referring to Parker. He's somewhere. He was here earlier. But anyway, Coinbase like multiple charged people, and somebody lost like $67,000 from their bank account directly drained because repeated transactions just out of nowhere. And just what an amazing thing to do. But I've been big on the Buttcoin subreddit, and yes, that's a real thing. Reddit.com/r/Buttcoin. It's a website to make fun, or it's a subreddit to make fun of cryptocurrency scams and stuff. There was just a big scam, like today. There was a big Austrian exchange that Exit scammed. There's so much schadenfreude to be had in cryptocurrency. It's amazing. How many roses should I ask for something believable? Some people have asked for like 1B roses, like 1 million roses, and they got them. So like I would say to complete the event, you need a minimum of like 60,000. So I would just go for 100,000 or so. If you're gonna ask, you might as well cover yourself. I mean, they've been giving people all kinds of things, so like, I wouldn't really worry about it too much. Like, I'm pretty sure they're in full damage control mode, and they're like, yeah, just give the people the stuff. And they really can't, they don't have a system in place to like verify that stuff, so like, the only thing they can really do from a customer service perspective, yeah, all they can really do is give people the stuff, because they can't verify if they're legit or not. So, in order to not be like complete crazy jerks, like even more than usual, they just kind of have to do that. Since I didn't ask for an amount, I wonder if it's too late. Oh, I would just email them again and be like, "Oh crap, I forgot how many things," and be like, "Yes." Because I mean, they're gonna need you have to send them the amount of roses you need, and you have to send them your user tag. The moderation thing screened the word crap, really? Huh. Yeah, the YouTube thing, it can be a little overzealous, but I kind of prefer it this way. Because this way, if a troll posts something that's like obviously bad, it won't even hit the chat. It just hits only mods see it before it's pre-moderated. And that's actually pretty useful, because the best way to cut down on trolling, really, is to cut the fun out of trolling. Because if trolls get banned, but it's disruptive and fun, that's, that's a problem. But if you just remove the fun and they're just banned totally silently, it's actually fantastic. You ever requested change the name of the saltwater salt mines? What, to the Frank Tide Pod mines? Someone's just being a jerk. Oh, I don't care. I mean, if you want to tell them they're stupid or whatever, be my guest, but I'm not gonna, waste my time. I don't really care what stupid people think, frankly. Yeah, cut them with your words, not with, blades. That would be rude. Just point out the inaccuracies of the statement. Just let people know that, yeah, this is a dumb post by a dumb person, and just leave. That's what I tend to do. When somebody really ticks me off, I'll leave a reply, and I'll let them argue with themselves. And yeah, one of my favorite things to do on Twitter, I'll post something that I know they'll respond to, and I'll mute them so they don't know they're blocked. Because if you block, they can see oh, they blocked me, I shouldn't reply. But I'll just mute them, and I'll leave a reply that I know they'll say something about. Like if some holistic person's oh, holism is really good, and it's great because it's a bunch of water and a pill, and it's great because children die because they don't get medicine. And I'll reply, I don't know, you're a fucking idiot. This is not a good example, but I'll reply something that I know upsets them, and so I know they'll reply to, and then I'll mute them, because then they'll talk to me, but I'm not really there, so they just waste their time. They're haha, you must respond to me. Clearly, I'm arguing on the internet. This is very serious business. And then I've completely checked out. I've completely forgotten that I was even arguing with somebody 10 minutes ago. I just forget they exist, and that's the real way. That's the real way to win an argument online. Saltwater Frank Tide Pods? That doesn't even make sense. Gone wrong. I'm honestly waiting for the video, the video where Paul Logan is school shooting prank. Guys were to get an AK-47 and go to a Florida high school. This is gonna be so hilarious. I would not. Have I gotten the new whales? Yeah, that's in my... I have a video of me using the Gashapon thing. You can see me beat the whole event in 2 hours in a live stream. Oh, the internet is very serious business. Are you not familiar? I hope Frank Tide Pod is with you. I hope so too. I hope he is with all of us and blesses us with the glory of whales. But you know what the funny thing is? Most of the people who have been complaining and saying oh, TapTap's a traitor and he's evil and stuff, I completed the event already, they're clearly using the exploit. Somebody on Facebook told me, or not told me, but they posted on the AbyssRium thing that, oh, this event isn't too bad. I've already beat it without paying for anything or using any pearls or buying the platypus. And they said they had beat it in 5 days and that they didn't even have to stay up all night. And here's the problem with that. That is physically impossible. So let me bring up the math. Hey Grayson, let me bring up the math. I think Grayson already knows the story. So if I miss a detail, feel free to hop in. But so somebody on Facebook was like, oh, hey, I already completed the event, and it only took me 3 seconds. And I only had to take 2 Gashapon pulls to get all 50 fish. And it's but that's physically impossible. So let me bring up the math. So without exploits, this event takes about 100 Gashapon pulls, which is 300 hours of waiting alone. or 13 days without sleep. This is assuming you have all of the roses already, of course. So if roses are no problem, they claimed that they had beaten the event within 5 or 6 days. And so 5 or 6 days without sleep. So 6 times, you can send okay, 6 times 24 is 144 hours, right? So every 3 hours, you can send out a platypus. So that's 48 platypus attempts in 6 days. That's a lot, right? If obviously I'm a liar, because, you know, I don't like the exploitative event, so obviously I'm a liar. So 48 hours, or 48 attempts, that's plenty to beat the event, right? Not quite, because the thing is with the event, there are 25 coral items. I think it was 25. 25 plus 32 fish. So that's 57 items. So this woman claimed that she had gotten 57 items out of 48 maximum. Like 48 pulls without sleeping. She had claimed she had gotten at least 57 items in 48 attempts. And it's impossible to get more than 1 item per attempt. So, literally impossible. Like, not like just such good luck that would never happen in practice, but like actually physically impossible with the best possible luck and setting up a robot to do the thing for you. Yeah. All right, the Discord thing is full of Frank Tide Pod memes. You just have to join the Discord. It's just at sirtaptap.com/discord. Yeah, the Frank Tide Pod memes are very on point today. If I played Abzu, I do have it, and that's one of those games where like I know I will really enjoy it, and so I don't play it because like I want to play it when the time is right or something. I don't know. I work it up in my head, and then I end up not playing it because I like hype it up or something. I don't know. It still won't let me type anything. Oh, do you have a brand new account? Brand new accounts have to wait 5 minutes to be able to post. Just to prevent brigading and stuff, which Discord does not like inherently prevent or anything, so we got to be a little strict on it. I thought people really liked Abzu. Yeah, I'm sure I'll really like it. It looks like a fantastic game. I just, for one thing, I wasn't sure if I should do a video of it like blind or just play it on my own. And like I said, I just build things up too much and, you know, just dumb anxiety things. And I worry too much about it, and then I just don't play it for a while. Do I have to use Patreon to say stuff in the Discord? No. Only in the Patreon channel. I don't know what problem you're having. So I do get 1 billion rose or B. I hate the B because like 1 B, my main mind thinks 1 billion, but because of the dumb numbers thing, it's actually 1 million. But yes, they transferred to the next event. They wanted to remove it so they wouldn't transfer to the next event, which is one of the more BS things about this event. But they actually went back on that one. Honestly, since going on the internet, I'm pretty convinced that like at least 60% of people actually have like major crippling anxiety, and like everyone just lies about being normal, which is what I do. So like mental illness just has a stigma, a really strong stigma in general, and like a lot of the stuff is insanely common, and like so many people in your life are probably affected by all kinds of stuff, and there's just a stigma, and nobody wants to talk about it, so everyone pretends they don't have it. And so then everybody thinks like, oh, well, I must be stupid because I have this and nobody else obviously does. And it just makes It just makes you feel worse, and it just sucks. Anyways, just talk about such depressing things, but well, we've been talking about the AbyssRium update, so it's already depressing, so whatever. Oh yeah, the bugs. The event, the roses do travel or carry over as long as you don't get the bugs that'll erase them, because that's a thing. Because of course that's a thing. Somebody made a post on the Reddit, by the way, and said that the devs deserve all of the money and all of the scams to steal your money because they spend so much time getting rid of every little bug in the game. And I just straight up asked, are you trolling or something? Because that is like... No one who played AbyssRium for more than like an hour could possibly say that they fixed every little bug. It is probably the buggiest game that I have ever played. Like, I haven't played Big Rigs Over the Road Racing. Like, I'm not saying it's the buggiest thing, period, but it is, in terms of games that are complete and played by a large amount of people, it's gotta be way up there. Yeah, they said they fixed every little bug. I'm like, are you kidding me? This game has more bugs than feature. Like, even this event alone has introduced like 5 or 6 different bugs. There was the polar bear bug. There's the exploit, which is a good bug. There's the place the reef anywhere you want, another good bug. There's the delete all of your roses bug, which is a complete catastrophe. There's a bug where your platypus can't update or can't upgrade, which, by the way, seems to just be a terminal thing. If you get that, the devs don't seem to help you, and there's no way to fix that. And if they don't release like a patch that fixes that, it may just be the case that you just can't complete the event because you get a bug, and that's just all there is to it, and that is completely terrible. Oh yeah, happy to help. I was gonna stop playing the game, but I was like, but if I don't show, like, if I don't make videos, then I can't show people how to like exploit the event. And then we found out how to exploit the event. I was so happy that turned out to be a thing. By the way, I would not, like, if the event was good, I would not have a problem with it. But what are we talking about here? It's interesting they chose to make the fish exclusive to real life fish. I actually like that they're real life fish. Like, the actual fish themselves are good. Just the gameplay is garbage. It's not even gameplay. It's just garbage. But yeah. There we go. Do you think you can realistically stop playing the game? Oh, I stop playing this game all the time. A lot of people think I play this game constantly because of, like, I have a lot of fish and stuff, and like I make the videos and stuff. But no, I generally do not even remotely touch this game at all until a new update comes out and I have something to say about it. Like, it's deleted off my phone. It's completely out of my mind. I'm tempted to delete all mobile games from my phone, and like I'll just download some SNES RPGs, to play in an emulator of my thing. Oh man, this freaking lucky animal thing in .hack.gu. I have the amount. I've collected 50 lucky animals, but there's 6 different unique ones that you have to get to that I don't have. And like it's totally random. Again, randomness always sucks in games. I'm sorry. It's like it's pretty much always bad unless it's like Binding of Isaac. Which Binding of Isaac can still be like Binding of Isaac. When you play as the Lost, you suddenly realized how bad the randomness can be. Then the new why don't I have the update will be tap tap please play tap tap fish. But like, I genuinely, like, morally, I cannot make videos that I think will just drive people to play the game and spend more money. So like, if I make new videos, it has to be A, here's why this event is bad and you shouldn't play it. B, here's how you exploit this event so you don't waste your money. Or C, it has to be a video where like the game devs have like, or honestly the publisher, but it has to be where Cheetah Mobile has realized that they screwed us over and they can't get away with that, and they're gonna make the game not suck. It's got to be one of those three. You can't place the event crawl. Just tap the check mark when it's disabled. You just tap the check mark a lot and it eventually goes through. It's a bug, but it is a good bug. Like I said, they should hire the bugs. The bugs are better. The gameplay from the bugs in this event is genuinely better than the intended gameplay. It's tremendous. Anyway, my throat's getting a little bit scratchy. I'm going to stop the stream here, and we're going to stream some Birthdays the Beginning tomorrow, I think, which is this game, by the way. It's like a global terrarium kind of thing. It's really cool. If you like AbyssRium, I think you'd really like it. I'll explain it, and we'll check it out tomorrow. It'll be around 6 p.m. Central, which is when I always stream. As a $1 million patron goal, can you promise to buy AbyssRium and make it good again? I would like to. I really wish, like, I genuinely wanted them to, like, reach out and, like, maybe hire me or whatever, or, like, work with me at least, and, like, try to communicate better with their fans, make the game suck less. Like, freezer cactuses, that's another thing. There are freezer cactuses in Birthdays. It's great, and you get moist. It's a very moist game. So if you've had problems... Because, I mean, it's very hard to get moist in the winter. Have you noticed that? But it's... Birthday's the beginning. The moisture level is really high. But yeah, see you on Discord. But yeah, I really wish, like, working for community management for something like that, I think I would do a really good job at. And I think I would be able to, like, fix their English translation. Because it is, frankly, garbage. There's honestly text bugs in the game that are bugs in Korean, too. So, like... It's not just that they're bad at English, like they're bad copywriters and they're bad editors and, you know, just bad at communication. Like, it's really not just explained by the language barrier. Yeah, I would quit if this, like I would use, like, my body as a shield to prevent something like this from happening. Either they would have to lose me or lose this event, or at least make it, you know, suck drastically less. Pretty much anything Gashapon. I don't really think I'd work at a company that really pushes a hard Gashapon. Anyway, see everybody. Hope to see you in the next stream. I'm so glad that my internet is back. Between this event sucking, and the Mediacom crap, it's been a lousy week. So, I'm so glad that half of my frustrations are gone. But yeah, see you in the next stream.